Everyone, this is Dr. Aitsi-Selmi. Today I'm making a short introductory video about presence, power, possibility, advance your leadership. It's the new 3-month group coaching program that I'm leading. So what is it? It's an oasis for leaders. Where does a leader go when they're tired, when they've been fighting and battling for everyone else, driving things forward, making things happen? Where does the leader go? There are challenges that are common to all leaders. There's the loneliness and isolation of leadership. There's a lack of guidance. There's a lack of structure. How does a leader structure their day? There's no one to tell them. What about the uncertainty? We live in the VUCA world. It's volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous. The leader's at the coalface of that all the time. There's a sense of high stakes in leadership because leadership usually comes later in life. There's more to lose if you take a risk. And there's also a sense of exposure because you're dealing with more people. Maybe you're sharing a message. It's a little bit different outside the box and you don't know how people are going to react. And that can be intense and challenging. So the Oasis will allow you to bring these challenges and explore them, unpack what's going on for you, make sense of it so you can think more clearly and channel your energy in the right way. Why am I doing this? Well, there are at least two reasons. McKinsey and Co. have shown that most leadership programs fail because they focus too much on theory. And in my 20 years of becoming a doctor and leading teams in hospitals in the UK and in South Sudan and very challenging conditions, also leading research teams in the knowledge economy, leading policy teams at national and international level, including with the UK government and with the United Nations, I realized I didn't learn theory of leadership, but I was leading. And I believe that my mission is to liberate others as I liberate myself. So as I keep shedding my fears and my frustrations and my limitations or perceived limitations, as I connect with my sense of inspiration, I can help others to do the same. The reason I'm doing it in a group coaching program is that I believe in the power of the group. That we can gain more insights and connect more deeply with our own sense of mission and inspiration when we see ourselves reflected in others and when we learn from others. And also when we feel we can voice our concerns and voice our aspirations in a safe space with others who are experiencing the same thing. And they might not be very common, they might not be the people around you, but I've created this group specifically to bring certain types of people together. Who are these people? Who is this program for? It's for those who feel they have a calling, those who feel they have a sense of mission, they want to make a difference in the world, they have skills and capacities that enable them to do a lot in the world, to change things, to make a difference. They have maybe also a different perspective that isn't yet common in the culture, but they know that this is something good and fruitful and they want to share it and bring it out into the world. They don't have to have a leadership title. You don't need to be in the C-suite, but you'll have that sense of mission and value. Of mission and a value of contribution. You might be an emerging leader or you might be an established leader, and I believe both can learn from each other by having meaningful and deep conversations, and this is what this group program will also offer. How does it work? Well, we'll be exploring certain themes to start with. They'll include relationship to uncertainty. Do you need to revisit that and explore it? Are you an emerging leader and you need to define your vision and articulate it? Or are you an established leader and you need to revive the vision that you originally had, or maybe give birth to a new one? So we'll look at certain concepts that might help, like Ikigai, which is this beautiful Japanese concept that lies at the intersection of what you're passionate about, what you're great at, what the world needs, and what the world will pay and reward you for. We will spend some time looking at the hidden limitations that hold you back. They're your blind spots. You cannot see them. That's why they're called blind spots. But with a coach, who is skilled in seeing those, and with a group who will give you feedback on things that you can't see in a safe space. You'll be able to put your finger on the thing that's been niggling you. You know it's there, but you just can't see it. You'll be able to really clarify what is holding you back and release it once and for all. We'll also look at energy and time management, and I believe there's no such thing as energy and time management. It's choice management. And you'll have time and space to explore what is really aligned for you, so you can say no to the wrong things and say yes to the right things. Do more of the right things that energize you and are aligned for you, and do less of the things that aren't yours to do and drain you. And with that, you'll have an increased sense of presence. You'll be able to connect to your inner voice, and it will mean that you'll show up differently in your relationships, in your day-to-day interactions, negotiation, conflict management. Difficult conversations will become a little easier. You'll have a lot more tools and resources to be able to have them and make your impact. In terms of logistics, well, we'll be meeting very simply every 2 weeks on a Wednesday at 6 p.m. UK. And we'll be looking at some themes, and then we'll be diving in. You'll be bringing any challenges, any questions that you have into the group. You'll get direct coaching from me, and you'll also be able to hear how others are coached and witness their process and gain insights and learn from them. And there'll be a crowdsourcing of wisdom, because you'll be in a group of like-minded people who are also leaders, professionals, and high achievers. We'll also have a platform so we can keep in touch between the calls. You'll be able to check in, you'll be able to share your wins, you'll be able to share challenges that come up, and you'll also be able to share the results of the experiments that you make when you take a small risk. It's more important to share those, whether it's a failure or a win, than to just celebrate the successes. The high achiever loves successes, but it's what we're willing to fail for that really makes us come alive in the end. We'll also have a special workshop on Ikigai. Some of you attended the How to Manage Energy in Times of High Uncertainty workshop last week, and I got great feedback on that, and you really resonated with the Ikigai concept. So we'll dive deeper into that one. And I think that's it for the logistics. When do we start? We start next week. So there's no time like the present. Registration for the program closes tomorrow, Thursday, 4th of June at midnight UK. If you're resonating with this, then don't wait. Don't allow doubt to creep in. Take a moment to take a deep breath and then go ahead and commit. There are some frequently asked questions that you'll find, but if there's anything else you'd like to know, like how much time do we need to spend outside the calls, are there assignments, and I'll tell you now that this is not about homework. This is about relaxing into the process and allowing things to come to the surface so you can have more clarity. So this is not about ticking boxes. This is more about process. It's not about outcomes. There are outcomes as well, but it's more about the process and the magic of the process. So if you have any questions that you can't find on the page, feel free to contact me. I'd be happy to try and help. If I feel a phone call might help, then I might invite you into a quick 10-minute phone call to clarify any doubts or hesitations you might have. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in the group next week. Thank you for your interest, thank you for your attention, and I wish you all the very best. Bye-bye.